Howdy, I'm Jason Marino, and today I want to talk with you about family. Now, family can be a very broad term that can mean a lot of different things to a lot of different people. So, family can be not only blood relations or relations through marriage, but family can also be the people that we care about the most, who continue to be in our lives over time, even whenever circumstances change. So, when we think of family, we think then of this larger sense of who are the people who are the most important to us that will always be in our lives even whenever things change around us. So some people might see this as deeper than friendship. Some people might see this as a different sense of what friendship is meant to mean. But really, we just want to make sure we understand the concept of those people who matter most to us even whenever circumstances change. Now, we do have to realize that because of things like divorce and family feuds and the like, it's very easy to oftentimes lose a sense of how important family is because those dynamics change, even though they're not supposed to. You see, that's why it is that divorce and abandonment and losing things through feuds and fights, that's why they can be so difficult and painful. Because it's like mourning the loss of a person. You have lost a family member, even in the sense that if someone had passed away, you would have lost them as well. And that's why it can be so painful to lose someone we consider to be family. Now, with family, we have to be able to also look at two sides of the same coin in regard to how we relate with family. You see, family are the people that matter the most to us. They're the ones that we love through thick and thin and that who love us in return. So in one way, we have to make sure that we never take for granted the people that we consider to be family. You see, family, it's oftentimes easy to say, well, I'll see them later, or they'll be there later, and I don't need to worry about this, that, or the other. I need to focus on career, or making new friends, or finding new places, or taking care of me. And oftentimes we forget about how important these family members are, and we forget about how important it is to care for them. Because nobody wants to be taken for granted. And it hurts, especially when the people who are meant to love us the most don't really take the time or the energy to care for us or to even really spend time with us. And even taking it further, for those who oftentimes abuse those relationships, that's never okay either. Because just because we say we're family and you have to be there at all times doesn't give us the right or even really any reason to ever want to hurt or abuse anyone else. Now, the flip side of that coin sounds a little bit different, but is actually a huge part of how to do that in a larger sense. Now, the flip side of the coin is the fact that we do take those relationships for granted, but in a way that is actually helpful. Now, in this sense is that we can truly open up about who we are and be honest about ourselves, to not worry all the time about every single thing that we've said or done. And in the same sense, they can do that with us as well. So even if we get mad at one another or we have accidentally harmed one another, we can still come back to each other because that family relationship is there. And we know that they will be there for us even as we will always be there for them. So we can be honest and always trust in them and that relationship. So the question is, who are the people that are in your life that are family? How is it that you're caring for that relationship? And how are you fostering a sense of openness and honesty with them?